this is a toilet roll. It is also called toilet paper. In Mandarin, we call it 厕纸 or 大便纸. In Cantonese, it's called 七级 or 二十级. Do you know why so many people are after this little thing this season? That's because, I tell you, you first have to know what COVID means. COVID. COVID means coming 二十级, very in demand. Thank you. Okay, so the most important word in this is coming because this OCG has a very calming effect on me. I feel very stressed now. Oh, COVID-19 coming. Will I get it? Will I get it? Oh, I need to be calm down. Show me something. I calm down already. Put it away. Show me again. Will I get it? Will I get it? Calm down already. Oh, this is so calming. Look at my calm face. Look at my calm down face. Okay, thank you very much. One roll is actually not enough, you know, because we usually buy in 10. So, 一嚿唔夠啊, I need 10嚿. Got 10, right? 10嚿 sounds like 10嚿, which is 19. Is that why they call it COVID-19? Hello channel viewers, this is Reporter DS. Today we are having a guest over here. Her name is Chris. What's our relationship?
Hi, our relationship is we were ex-colleague and now I'm a freelance trainer.
So how has the COVID virus affected you?
Very greatly actually. As I mentioned, I'm a freelance trainer, so I do a lot of training actually in our local Singapore schools. What happened is that because of this COVID-19, a lot of the program has been cancelled. So when it's cancelled, means I've got no program to conduct, means I have to stay at home and do a self-imposed 14 days quarantine.
Okay, so we know that nowadays a lot of people are in the panic buying mode, right? Have you been a participant in this?
Oh, no. I am not a participant, definitely.
Okay.
But I have witnessed myself when I go to the supermarket and there are very, very long queues. So it puzzles me why people panic buy, especially non-food items like the simple, humble toilet roll. What happened is that when I discussed it with some of my friends through group chat or through Facebook, and one of them actually shared with me. She said that, Chris, you know why everybody needs to buy toilet roll? And then one of the comment offered is that because a lot of factories in China actually are producing this toilet roll. So everything all shut down, right?
Yes.
So that's why no one is producing toilet roll right now, so better buy in stock. So I guess one of the reasons is this.
Okay.
But I personally feel that, well, you can actually use tissue paper, paper hand towel, and any other items. And if you have to be quarantined at home, you have this thing called toilet without the roll.
Okay, I understand when you are talking about the closing down of some factories in the production of toilet rolls, but most of the buyers of toilet rolls may not use this as a reasoning for their purchase. They might actually buy because of what we term as the herd effect. Have you heard of herd effect before?
Yes. H-E-R-D, not H-U-R-T. I guess it's a human nature because I remember when we first started panic buy the toilet roll, we were reprimanded by some people saying that kia su, kia si, and xia sui. But well, it has actually gone even to the non-Asian countries like Australia, USA, even in Europe.
Yes.
Everybody's buying everything off the shelf. So it is not only applicable to we Asians, but I think it's a human kind of a reaction.
It's a human instinct.
Yeah, a human instinct saying that, hey, you know, it's going to be like that now. We're going to be having this lockdown, lost on red, orange, or whatever colors. Better buy and make sure that we have enough stock. So I guess it's a human natural instinct.
So the herd effect is actually based on a fear, a fear of losing out. So when you actually see a lot of people doing it, you start to wonder, is it something that you should also join in? Because if you don't do it, you are being left out. So it actually keeps you safe if you actually do buy the toilet roll. So just now we were talking about the calming effect, right? It does really have a calming effect because it makes you feel safer.
I don't quite really agree, DS. The reason is because I personally do not participate in those panic buying. I see it on the positive side that my government has already assured us that it's available. And the other thing is that if I cannot manage to buy food or toilet roll or anything, I'm just going to be at home. So I will take these 14 days as a slimming program to eat less. And then really, toilet roll, I would rather use water. There's this thing called water to wash ourselves.
Correct. So anyway, the herd effect is basically talking about the human being following others without using rational information processing. So it is considered an irrational type of behaviour. But this is not the only time we've actually seen herd behaviour in Singapore. Years ago, we have actually got the fidget spinner effect and the kendama effect, whereby every child in the primary schools and even secondary schools seem to have the fidget spinner or the kendama. That's because when you see a lot of other classmates having it, it feels like you're left out if you don't have it. So it's actually the same effect.
I am really not so sure about this because I see...
Because you're not psychologists, that's why.
Oh yeah, definitely. But seeing it from a layman point of view is this, okay? Like for example, a lot of Thai, they all must have a Hermes handbag. So is that the same effect we're talking about? Because you have, I must have.
Oh, herd effect refers to sheep, herd like in sheep. So basically referring more to common people.
Oh, okay. If you talk about common people, then fashion, like for example, at one time everyone was wearing black. Black is known to be the new,
it could be, yes.
Whatever color. So it replaces a lot of other colors. Even Chinese New Year, where we are supposed to be wearing bright red color, but a lot of people are wearing black. So is that a kind of effect? Is it known as
it's possible.
effect as well?
So the other herd effect that we commonly know of is investors, like small time investors, suddenly freaking out and then they withdraw their funds, and then when it happens, a lot of people start doing it at the same time because they realize that if I don't pull out the money, it's going to even fall further. So this causes the market to actually crash, and it's happening now.
Yes, definitely.
So
it can be really scary.
Correct, and actually now is a time where the market seems to be crashing. So we hope that this will only last a very short time only, because a lot of people will be affected by this very badly. So how do we avoid the herd effect? Do you have any idea what we can do?
I suppose educating them is one way. And secondly, I think before any authorities going to make certain decision, perhaps they can sort of like pre-warn us that this is what we can do in this situation, so that we are all more prepared. So when we are prepared, I think we will be less panicky. It is when we are not prepared that we don't know what to do. Oh, and then most of us Singaporeans actually live in HDB flat, and every morning a lot of this neighbor auntie they all go to the market, right? So what happened is that if one auntie say, oh today oh the fish is very cheap. Trust me, okay, that particular fish store, everyone will flock around there and then buy the fish because why? Somebody said that this is actually cheap or good or something like that.
Okay.
So I guess in a way, if we can educate the people and at the same time also to share more accurate information, then it sort of like calm us down and we will not participate in this panic buying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Chris has mentioned something at a more macro level, government level. So on a personal level, you can also practice two things. When you feel this urge to want to join the crowd because it feels as if you don't do it, you are going to die or you're losing out, right? There are two things you can do. First, remind yourself, be rational and be considerate to the entire community. The second strategy is to unplug, which means to say totally pull yourself out from any opportunity to actually see people doing this panic buying. So similarly, if you are afraid to know whether the stock prices are going to fall even further, totally unplug from the computer, don't even see. That will really help.
Definitely, yeah, that's right. And then also the other way is that perhaps the children can sort of like just tell the family, because I understand that the children may not buy it because they are aware, but it's the elderly parents that go to the market. If they have 4 children, they're going to buy 4 big bundles, and then if they have nice neighbors or what, they're going to buy even more. I guess this is one of the situations where we have to be a little bit more sensitive, and if we tell our own family members, then they are probably more aware of it.
So if you like this episode and really enjoy our content and want us to do more of such episodes, then please do like, subscribe and comment, and we will see you again in our next episode very soon. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Anyway, watch out for something later. We have a surprise for you. So just now, Chris, you touched this toilet roll already, so I don't want to touch it anymore. But I have an idea how not to touch it. I have this. You also have this.
Yes.
So I'm asshole gogo, you are asshole auntie.
Yes, yes, yes.
So let's see how we can use the asshole to hook the toilet roll. Okay, I try. You try?
Ta-dang!
Takes so long. 1 second. Okay, hope you enjoy this. Goodbye. You too high, right?
Actually, I thought it's quite okay now, you know. Maybe you put it a little back, then.
Yeah, now good. Oh, it's recording.
Oh, okay. You want